In this question, consider a system of two particles having mass m1 and m2. If the particle of mass m1 is pushed towards the center of mass of the particle through a distance d, by what distance would be the particle of mass m2 move as to keep the center of mass of the particle at the original position? Let us try to understand the question. In this question, it is given that m1 and x1 is, as you can see, that if we assume that this is our center of mass, and from this the position of this particle m1 is x1 and m2 is x2. So what is the formula to find the center of mass? It is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. Now we are shifting this mass m1 by some distance d towards the particle of mass m2. So the new distance from the center of mass is, see, it is given that we have to keep the center of mass, the position of center of mass as it is. It does not change, right? So we are considering the position of this particle from this point is x2 minus x1 minus d, right? And now to keep the center of mass as it is at the same position, we also need to move m2 either away or towards the center, right? And by just our common sense, we can find out that we have to move it towards, right? If you move away, then the center of mass will shift towards the right, as m1 is moved towards the right side, right? And if you move m2 also towards the right, then the center of mass will shift towards the right side, right? So we need to keep it at the same position. So we will shift it towards the left side, and it is shifted by distance d2. So in this case, the center of mass is lying towards the same position, so we can equate the new center of mass xcm is equals to old. This is our old center of mass, this is our new center of mass. Okay, so we have equated m1, the distance is x1 minus d, plus m2, the distance is x2 minus d2, it is d2. Okay, so m1 plus m2, m1 mass remains same. So here m1 x1 plus m2 x2 is equals to, just we multiply this number here, so it is m1 x1 minus m1 d plus m2 x2 minus m2 d2. So which terms lie here? It is 0, right? The all terms cancel out. So here we are remaining with this term and this term, so we are sending this term towards right side, left side. So here it is m2 d2, and here it is with minus sign. The minus sign indicates we have shifted towards the origin, okay, from right to left. So m2 d2 is equals to m1 d. So we make d2 as a subject because it is asked to find out d2, how much m2 should be shifted. So d2 is equals to m1 by m2 into d. Okay, so the